What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team video, and tonight we're going to talk about the LT that was announced, as well as the Walter Payton. We're not going to touch the Walter Payton, but he was also announced, and we've seen exactly what his card looks like tonight. But I want to talk about the LT, and you can tell from the title of the video, I believe that this LT will be kind of game-breaking in a sense that he is going to wreak havoc, and you're going to see why when you look at these stats. If you haven't already, it is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and of course we'll talk about all of those attributes we see. So let's discuss. Starting off with speed, we have Lawrence Taylor at 89 speed, which is tied for first with only Mutt Hero Griffin. So that is pretty remarkable, considering that that's usually not, I mean, he's obviously has always good speed, but having the highest speed in the game at the position, you can already tell how this is going to go. Tied for first with 89 speed, that is quite impressive. Moving on to acceleration, 93. Guess where that ranks? First. Easily first. I believe his other card, his legend, actually already had the highest acceleration in the game. So let's just go ahead and bump that up a couple, and you got an even better LT with respects to acceleration. It's absolutely insane. 93 acceleration easily gives him first at the position. Moving on to strength. Strength also at 93. Guess where that lands him? First at his position as well. It is absolutely insane. This card, have I told you how good it is? Strength 93 is first at his position. Moving on to tackle. Tackle at 92 at the right outside linebacker position. 92 tackling is first. First at his position. He has 92 tackling. He can get secure tackler or whatever red Kim you want. That, or you could just not go with secure tackler. He's just going to be a sure tackle if you decide to go with something else, like out of my way. 92, obviously, being first, very good. Moving on to play rec at 90, and this is when this card starts going downhill. I mean, it's just tragic what happens here. At 90 play rec, that puts them at a measly tied for 8th. I mean, that's just terrible when you just think about it. Tied for 8th. 90 play rec. That's about it. Still 90, which is obviously very, very good. Yeah, tied for 8th at his position. Moving on to block shed. Block shed at 95 is probably not too surprising that this is easily also first at his position. It's just remarkable. I still can't get over. If you look at the legend LT, he's already one of the best cards in the game, and then you throw in a better LT. This is quite remarkable. Block shed 95, that is first. Moving on to power move. Power move is at 96, and of course that is indeed first, which is, there's not much else to say, but easily first. You can easily get that up to 99 without any trouble at all. Holy smokes, that is quite good. And then we got finesse move, and you see how, man, that's disappointing. It's only a 92 finesse move, which is tied for first at the position. So we have quite the thing happening here with almost everything has been first or tied for first besides play rec. Moving on to hit power. Interesting enough, it's not on the card, and like, how in the world could you make a statement on it? It's because his other card has 91 hit power, which is tied for second, only one behind, I believe, Perfect. So this one is at minimum going to be tied for first, and perhaps when we see the card, it will indeed be first if he gets a +2 or better. So I'm expecting it probably to stay at 92. It of course could be 93, but it's either tied for first or it is first. So the hit power also is there with LT. And finally, impact block. Some believe this is more important than block shed itself, and I believe his full legend already had the highest impact block in the game, like 90, so this one will as well have even better impact block. It will be first at the position as well. So even though you can't see him from what they've shown us, it's not in the database or hasn't, it's not out in the game yet, we can be sure that his impact block, which some believe is more important than block shed, is also the best in the game. So we look at everything as a whole, as a pass rusher. Obviously, he's not going to be somebody who's going to be great in coverage, but you look at everything else. You got the highest speed. You got the highest excel. You got the highest strength. You got the highest tackling. Okay, play rack at 90, still pretty good. You got the highest block shed. You got the highest power move. You got the highest finesse move. Everything is the highest, as well as hit power and impact block. I'm just wondering how you're supposed to block this guy. He's going to wreak havoc. You can pick whichever red Kim that you want, and I'm interested to see what you guys think of this. My personal opinion, I think the promo as a whole, I'd probably put more videos about this. I think the promo as a whole looks really, really good, but when you look at this specific card, I'm not really sure about it. We have the Walter Payton. Maybe they just added this guy to add a little bit more to the promo. When the Walter Payton got leaked, or the images were out there, we found out maybe they added another one to make people more excited about the promo. But the LT is very much an interesting choice, considering he already had the best right outside linebacker card in the game with his full legend. It wasn't a day one legend, so it's not someone, there's still plenty of legends they haven't used. It's the day one legends still have to come in the game, and I think there's still some legends they haven't even put in the game yet based on the legend roster in the game. So we have a lot of options, and they decide to go with an LT. Now, with that said, I'm not gonna say that the card is anything wrong with the card. It's obviously super powered, super overpowered, but I still think it's fine to get these kind of cards that are ridiculously overpowered. The problem is that it is so far above every other card. Even if you get Jadeveon Clowney like myself, I had him maxed to the fullest. Texans, pass D, rush D, whatever you want to put on with the jerseys, and he's still nowhere near, I shouldn't say nowhere, he was basically what LT was without having any sort of any Kims or anything. You could get him to be how good LT was by using chemistries and stuff. But then you could use chemistries and all that on LT, the full legend, and he is way better than Clowney. And then you go ahead and make a better LT, and obviously he's way better than my Clowney. I know I'm not expecting my Diamond Clowney to be the best, for the whole year or anything like that, but it is interesting to see. I would have liked to seen a different card, a different legend like they did with Walter Payton. I would have liked to see someone else. I know people are really excited wanting Patrick Willis. I mean, can you imagine if this was Patrick Willis? People have been talking about it, but definitely let me know what you guys think. I've been talking about it a lot because I'm definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say, and I want to hopefully give my opinion. I'm not really so much disappointed, but I'm interested to see what you guys have to say, because I find it a very interesting choice, and he looks like he's going to break the game. It's going to be super hard to block. That's definitely the case. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want to have to block 7 every time and still him run through, because he is that good. But maybe he will be. We're about to find out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be appreciated. I hope you enjoyed seeing the rankings. Not that there was much to it. It's first. It's basically first at every position. Every attribute is basically first at their whatever. What at speed, play rec. Nope, not play rec. Block shed, hit power. Everything's first. But thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.